What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Sheridan. This is my wife, Blue, and our channel is... If this is your first time tuning in, you are watching a part in a larger countdown series of our Gal Pal Valentine's Countdown, where we are reviewing lesbian relationships across animated shows that we have watched leading up into Valentine's Day. There's also a giveaway associated with this, and if you want to enter in that, you'll have to wait for the mystery question.
This might surprise some people. We're actually doing BoJack Horseman today, and I am going to explain why that's weird, and we're going to talk about it.
So let's get started.
This is one of my favorite shows. Yep. I know it inside and out. Sheridan watches it because she loves me.
And let's jump into things. So the relationship that we are talking about is
Dr. Indira and
MaryBeth.
So BoJack has 1 or 2 episodes every season that's kind of unique. It's kind of told in an interesting and different way. Like there's one where BoJack is telling it. Basically, it's just one shot and he's telling a eulogy. There's one where it's underwater. This, I think, is one of those episodes. It's being told from the perspective of Dr. Indira, who is Diane / BoJack's therapist, and her wife, MaryBeth, who is, what is her title? She handles conflicts within the workplace. She's HR or something.
Mediator.
A mediator, that's right. She's a mediator for Todd and Princess Carolyn.
So if we go through our categories, starting with screen time.
This is a 1 episode thing. Dr. Indira is in a couple of episodes. She plays a significant role in 2 of the characters' lives for the season that she's in, but it's still very limited screen time.
Yeah, so screen time is low.
It's low. I mean, there's essentially none. This is not an important character in the show.
Right.
They are being used to tell the story of other people.
So as you think about that, you know, they're not main characters to the show. They're, you know, sprinkled across a handful of episodes within a single season, and they're only shown together once. Screen time is low. And with that, I think you can assume anticipation being low. And
there's no anticipation.
There's no anticipation. 1, they're married already, so there's no anticipation for them getting together. And then 2, you only see them together once. So because of that, you know, when we think about the subsequent categories of impact, I would say, you know, impact isn't as low as you might expect, even though it's just a single episode. You know, they're 2 black women. Yeah.
They're professionals. They're talking about their field.
And they're just doing it over dinner as a married couple. And sometimes something as simple as that can still be impactful, because I think even still in today's shows, it's so often that you don't just see just a normal interaction that has nothing to do with the fact that these characters are gay. They're just out to dinner as wives having a conversation, and even just in the simplest form of that, it is impactful. And then even though you only really get a glimpse of them together, you know, I think likability is high. You know, they're the good characters, they're professionals, they're, you know.
Wanda Sykes plays one of them. She's actually a lesbian. Issa Rae does a great job. I mean, their voice acting was well done. It's a funny episode. Yeah. It's an interesting episode.
So likability is high. And overall show, I will let Blue rant about this one because it is one of her favorite shows.
I love this show. I think BoJack is a phenomenal show. I think they did a really good job. I think it's one of the best adult cartoons out there. I think it's criminal it never got an Emmy. Not that shit matters, and it's actually fitting for the show itself. It's a great show.
It is a good show.
With one problem is it doesn't do great on representation. I'm not gonna dig too far into it because I think it does a bad job. In fact, I don't think it does a good job with representation. I think it tries to correct for it, but when you've already built out a main cast like they did, that's primarily white. Even their one non-white character who is a main character is not played by, they are played by a white person. Diane is Vietnamese and she's played by a white woman. I don't want to get too much into that.
Okay.
But the show itself is phenomenal. They tried to, I think, do better. And they try to call themselves out, I think, as well. But that's one thing I think in this day and age, it's nice to see representation, particularly when we're talking about queer content. BoJack doesn't do that. Other than that, it's one of my favorite shows. I love it.
So if you watch the show, let us know what you think in the comments.
You're probably surprised that this relationship is on there, but it's just one that we've seen, and so we're including it. Don't worry, your favorite show is probably still coming.
Yeah, exactly. And for the Gal Pal Val mystery question and giveaway entry, the question is...
If you were famous for some reason back in the 90s, what was it for? What were you famous for in the 90s? Back in the 90s, I was in a... What's yours?
What did it say? Let us know in the comments and use the hashtag GalPalVal for it to be an entry into the giveaway. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it as always. Feel free to smash the like button and subscribe. And
also, BoJack is a bummer land. That's why I wore the sweatshirt. I try to be topical.
We'll catch you in the next one. Very topical.